Garrett Groshek spelling Taylor. He's in the flat, but Cohn's looking downfield, and he's got a completion on the far side to Quintez Cephus, his most targeted receiver.
Yeah,
first down.
This is a nice throw. Nice in rhythm, balanced throw by Jack Cohn. You see Ferguson takes the corner there, Durr underneath, and it's an easy high-low read. Gets his eyes on that flat defender playing zone, stays up tight with a talented tight end, and it goes right over top of him to Cephus, who's got great potential. We've talked so much about Minnesota's receivers this week.
Gophers trying to take advantage of having the wind in this first quarter. And it's Johnson, nowhere to run. They swarm him and knock him back. Isaiah Loudermilk off the edge, joined by the top tackler, Chris Orr.
Yeah, it's nice to see this defensive line make plays, because usually it's the linebackers. They're slanting, which allows these linebackers to come in. They're very active, but the D-line right here does a nice job. They roll the dice, slant back into the boundary, and see how those linebackers are freed up. 57 Sanborn, 54 Orr. Guys are going to make a lot of tackles today against the run game for Minnesota.
You said they're nicked up in the secondary. Play clock at 1, but Morgan snaps it, pressure, and sacked. Hit from behind by Zach Vaughn, the blitzing linebacker.
Their two linebackers, Chris Orr and, of course, Zach Vaughn, are as active and as quick as anybody you'll see. They're the ones that have to get after the quarterback. Look at that step. That first step get off against a tight end, trying to be able to block one of the top pass rushers in the Big Ten. And he just really just didn't appreciate, maybe undervalued, disrespected how quick he comes off the edge, but went right by him.
Gophers are showing some pressure. And the slant catch made by Cephus, and he's got a first down out to the 35. They were crowding the box, expecting a run there, it looked like.
Well, I think he was eyeing Antoine Winfield Jr., and when Antoine Winfield Jr. went with the action, it was a run-pass option. He pulled it out, saw him just out of position because he's so aggressive against the run, and they went back to the quick slant.
Jet sweep motion. Taylor's got it, and this is his first big game. Banging into Minnesota territory. First down inside the 45. Makes it -9 turnover ratio the last 6 games combined. So the Gophers on second down. Morgan took a peek downfield and tried to run it, but ran into heavy traffic and will lose yardage.
Again, this defensive line, I mean, linebackers are always going to be able to pressure with the blitz. You see 54, who's been so active this year, Chris Orr. But those defensive linemen deserve a lot of credit with the way they have played, and especially the way they're playing in this first half. Relentless effort and attitude. That time it's Isaiah Loudermilk who got in there to help out.
Morgan gets it off and feels the pressure and gets it out, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Caesar Williams looking for grass, and he'll be dragged down from behind. So an exchange of turnovers has the Badgers back in business.
Yeah, he forced that one. First time in this game. That's what makes it so dangerous.
2nd and 5. It's a run for no gain. You were complimenting him on the details, the footwork, the ball handling skills that he has. Brief career, but the #1 passing efficiency Minnesota history. And 3rd and 5, steps up, and he's going to deliver a downfield shot to Bateman, who could not come up with it. He wanted another flag, didn't get it. That time the ball did just hang up in the wind, a fraction.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. They put him on the end.
I've struggled big time today. And it's a screen, and it's a good call against the blitz, and Ferguson, the tight end, is going to pick it up, and big fella still barreling and dragging Gophers into Minnesota territory to the 45.
As you said, Chris, they brought pressure from the outside, but you can see the middle of the linebackers, they drop, but it gives those Wisconsin linemen a chance to get downfield and just get in the way of the backers. Barry Alvarez's grandson, Jake Ferguson, show you what he can do with the ball in his hands after the catch. Heck of an athlete, as he just keeps rumbling, fumbling, and stumbling for more and more yards.
Taylor offset to the right. Looking to throw again on 2nd and down, and a wheel route in traffic. He's got it, and he backs in the end zone. Touchdown for Taylor, and the Badgers have the lead for the first time. And play motion. Morgan chased and sacked. Sanborn got him. Less heralded Badger linebacker gets into the pass rush game.
The defensive line eats up all of the linemen, and these linebackers, they are coming downhill. They blitz a lot all year, and this time 57 frees up because of the work of those D linemen. Nobody's left there to pick up Sanborn, who's having a great year, by the way, as a sophomore. Chris Orr, Zach Bond get most of the attention, but this young sophomore is the next great one for Wisconsin. Man, they always got linebackers.
This direction is going to be precise short routes. And on cue, they take a downfield shot. It's incomplete. Tight coverage there on Johnson by Caesar Williams, who's played a good ball game.
Guys, they were able to put together their only touchdown drive.
Taylor with more receiving yards than rushing yards, and now Wingman is back, going to loft it downfield, and navigating his way is Cephas. He's got it out near the 45. Groshek in for Taylor. Cone goes back, takes a downfield shot. Cephas has got it, and Wisconsin stretches the lead in this blizzard. Beautiful deep throws and catches by Cephas. This heightens the intensity of this Big Ten rivalry. And the kickoff taken, and it's a reverse. Cruikshank hands it off, a little trickery, and the Badgers get a big return. And Guerrero is going to get down into Minnesota territory, and that reclaims momentum very quickly. End around. Pryor has space. He's got the corner, and the Badgers touchdown answers quickly. Not being stubborn, Kirk. Flexibility in the play calling involving a whole bunch of guys. And Morgan lofted on a fade. Jump ball incomplete. Johnson was well defended again by Caesar Williams, and it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, it's 50-50 ball. You're going to one of your best receivers, one of the tops in the Big Ten. Put it up in the air where he can try to get separation. Williams has got a hold of the jersey, but that's so hard for an official to see in real time. Williams locates the ball, which I love to see from a corner, and then
Morgan, similar route, incomplete, broken up, tried to get it to Johnson, and hails Caesar. Williams made the play again. Badgers defense gets a huge stop.
And that's life as a corner right there. Back-to-back plays on an island against Tyler Johnson and Tanner Morgan, who have had a monster year. Tight coverage, and actually uses his body to keep him away from being in the end zone. If he catches that, I think he's able to tackle him short of the goal line.
We'd love to make it 8 on this 3rd and 6 play. And it's a screen. And this is Groshek. Gets ahead of steam. Garrett Groshek in the secondary with a convoy. Cuts it back. They'll try to chase him down. It's a huge play to the Minnesota 10.
How about the call here by Joe Rudolph on 3rd down? What do you expect? What's the tendency? Blitz. They're going to blitz you.
Yards a catch coming in. Longest pass play of the season for the Badgers, and now Taylor just busts it in, and Bucky pointing towards Indianapolis in the Big Ten championship game. It's a 3-touchdown cushion.
But if it doesn't go their way, I think what you're bringing up, the point you're bringing up is interesting and something that the committee will have to think about. They'll have to take all the games into consideration, not just the Big Ten championship.
Morgan steps up and delivers a 3rd and 10 incompletion. Try to get the ball to Douglas. It's 4th down.
You got to be careful penalizing a team for going to play an extra game.
In another year of the quarterback, it's been tough for running backs to get recognition. Both of those guys deserve the spotlight. And Morgan will be sacked again. It's a 5th for this Badger defense. And getting in on the act there is Vaughn, his 2nd of the day.
Big reception to give him a chance here on 4th.
And going nowhere is Smith. The timing was kind of messed off as he and Morgan collided in the backfield, and Bond still in there making plays.
Just a monster. Again, we've talked over and over about he and Chris Orr.